I feel very weird after receiving this chip.
Welcome, Daniel. You made it. I knew you would.
Where am I? Am I dead?
You are at the threshold of eternity. Every choice you made in your life has led you here.
Don't be frightened. You were smart, Daniel. When the world was falling apart, food shortages, no buying, no selling, you made the logical choice. You survived. You thrived.
I had no choice. My children were starving. The hospitals wouldn't treat my wife without it. It was just her a chip. They said it was just technology.
You were warned, Daniel, 3 times.
Warned by who? The street preachers, the ones they called conspiracy theorists.
Exactly. Madman. Fanatics. You were far too educated to listen to them.
Your neighbor, Mrs. Tammy. She left food at your door for 40 days and begged you to hold on. Your daughter's Sunday school teacher fasted and prayed and handed you a letter with Revelation 13 written by hand. I threw that letter away. And the 3rd warning came through a dream. A voice said, "Do not receive the mark. I will provide."
Oh, come on. A dream. You expect a rational man to stake his family's life on a dream.
He expected him to stake it on faith, which is exactly what he had been given, and refused.
Daniel, my son.
Gotta please. I didn't know.
You knew enough. I did not ask you to understand everything. I asked you to trust me.
With respect, the charge is unfair. The boy was under economic duress, psychological pressure. The whole system was designed to make compliance feel inevitable. You built a world where...
I did not build that world. You corrupted it. And you know the difference.
Fine, but he's mine by contract. He received the mark willingly. Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17. Your own word, no mark, no life. He chose life.
He chose survival, but you sold him survival and delivered damnation.
But I prayed. After I took it, I still prayed every night. I still believed.
Daniel, a soldier cannot serve 2 generals. A body cannot carry 2 masters. The mark was not merely technology. It was an oath, a declaration of allegiance written in flesh. You did not just scan a chip. You bowed your knee to a system that bore his name.
Then, what was the point of your grace? What was the point of your mercy?
My grace was extended to you before the mark, in the warnings, in the dream, in the woman who left bread at your door. Grace is not a pardon issued after a man signs a covenant with my enemy. Grace was the hand I stretched out that you did not take.
But he took mine.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Revelation 14, verse 11.
Wait, I want to speak. I deserve to speak.
Oh, he has fight left. I love this part.
God, you are supposed to be a father. My father. And what father watches his son starve? What father lets hospitals turn away a dying woman? My wife. Because she doesn't have a number on her hand. Where were you when I was on my knees on that kitchen floor, crying, with nothing in the refrigerator and 3 children looking up at me?
I was on the floor with you.
That's not an answer.
It is the only answer that matters. I was there, Daniel. I wept with you. I did not promise you a life without suffering. I promised you a God who suffers with you. There is a difference.
Then why didn't you provide? You said in your word, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you.
And I did not? But provision does not always look like a full refrigerator. Sometimes it looks like a neighbor with bread. Sometimes it looks like supernatural strength to endure one more day. I had miracles prepared for you, Daniel. Miracles you never waited long enough to receive.
But he couldn't afford to wait. That's the beauty of the system I built. There was no margin for faith, no room for miracles. Hunger doesn't pause for prayer.
And yet, there were thousands who refused the mark. Who went hungry? Who hid in forests, in basements, in caves? Who lost everything and still did not bow? Were they stronger than Daniel?
They were foolish.
They were faithful, and they are not standing in this courtroom today.
They made it, the ones who refused. They actually made it.
Every single one.
I thought they were the crazy ones. I thought I was the responsible one. I thought I was protecting my family.
You were trying to love them the only way fear taught you how. But Daniel, fear is not a compass. It will always lead you away from me.
The covenant is clear. The mark was received. The allegiance was made. I move for judgment.
The record stands as written. The warnings were given. The grace was extended. The choice was made. What is your ruling?
Daniel, I did not create hell for you. I never wanted this moment. Before the foundations of the earth, I knew your name. I knit you together. I wrote plans for you, plans for a future, plans for hope. I sent my son to make a way so that we would never have to stand here like this.
Then, change it. Please, you're God, you can change it.
I cannot violate the freedom I gave you. To override your choice would be to unmake you, to reduce you to a puppet. I love you too much to do that. But that same love cannot pretend that covenant with my enemy means nothing. Justice is not cruelty, Daniel. It is the proof that choices are real.
So it is settled.
I want you to hear me clearly before this moment closes. This verdict is not because I stopped loving you. I never stopped. Not for a single second of your life. Not when you took the mark. Not now.
I'm sorry. God, I am so sorry. I should have trusted you. I should have waited. I should have.
I know, son. I know.
He is not a fictional character. He is your neighbor. He is your colleague. He is the person who laughed at the warning and called it a conspiracy. He is perhaps you. The mark is not yet here, but the system being built to introduce it is already in motion. The question Judgment Day will ask is not, did you know? The question is, what did you do with what you knew?
See you soon.